Saturday Social is powered by EA Sports FIFA 23 with PlayStation.
But we're going to move on, Joe, because the Saturday Social whiteboard is out in all its glory, because we're in the middle of a transfer window. There's been a lot of rumours bubbling and, of course, some big transfers. So we thought we'd get our guests to get off the fence and give us their thoughts on how some of the transfers will do. Do you want to explain how this is going to work, mate?
Absolutely. We've got a little tier list for our guests today. As we can see, we've got Robbie's photo at the top, we've got Flav's photo, we've got 4 tiers.
Can I just say, Flav's photo, it looks like he's auditioning to Big Brother or something. Look at him. Just come out of the diary room.
I was in season 4.
He's in season 4, there we go.
We've also got 4...
There it is, close up.
We've also got 4 tiers. We've got elite, good, poor, flop. I'm going to read out a transfer that is either rumoured to be happening or maybe it has already happened. You guys are then going to place that transfer into a category of where you think they will perform this season. Will they be elite or will they be a flop? Maybe good or poor as well. It should be very simple. I think we've got a few to get through, haven't we? So we will crack straight on with the first transfer, which is Joao Felix. Where are you going to put Joao Felix?
Wow, complete agreement.
Total agreement, early doors. Why?
I think, listen, he looked, when he came on the other night, he looked very, very good. But the fact that he got himself sent off, it's ruined him getting in that elite category already, you know, for me. But he is a quality player. I'm not sure if he's a prolific goal scorer now, and they kind of need goals, but I think he will bring a lot of quality.
Are you disappointed you didn't sign him? Because you're heavily linked.
I would have liked to have signed him for Arsenal, but I think when you see the money that they wanted, I think for a loan fee for the season, it's ridiculous.
And he's missing games now, of course, because of the red card.
Also, and it's not like Madrid, he doesn't quite fit in currently at Madrid, but that's not a slight on how good a footballer he is. But 9 million for 21 games is insane money for a loan fee, insane. So
after that foul,
misses 3 of them.
So it is a lot of money with the loan fee when you consider the fact he's missing 3. You're
after
right.
That sending off the other night, he might have fitted in with Simeone after all.
A lot of talks about that relationship.
I know, but he was brilliant in that little cameo in the 10 minutes. I have to say, the 60 minutes prior to that red card.
It's just know where he goes. Obviously, it's only a loan where he goes, because obviously there's a lot been said about his relationship with Simeone and, as you said, how he fits in. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after the loan to Chelsea. Next player, Weghorst to Man United. So latest is he has completed a loan deal from Burnley to Manchester United for £2 million after the loan to Besiktas was terminated. So we're going to be seeing him in a Man United shirt. But where do you think he will rank as a signing? Good, OK.
Flav.
Robbie, a bit unsure.
Be honest. Come on, Robbie. Get him up.
Total agreement so far.
I'm a little unsure, though, man. I mean...
Why?
Weghorst, Man United.
You just put him in good.
Put him in Paul there.
I think, you know, if he'll get a bit of service, maybe, you know, he's like when Igalo came in, and he did all right at first.
Yeah.
I guess for just a loan from now till the end of the season, it's not bad. But if that was a long-term thing, I'd be thinking United getting players from Burnley.
They created quite a lot of chances, though, United. And they've got injury problems, don't have a number 9. It's quite
not very pretty.
deal.
He didn't do nothing at Burnley, though, did he? He was pretty poor.
He was all right. He was
9 in 18 for Besiktas, only 2 goals in 20 for Burnley last season.
Yeah, but Burnley was struggling. And he's a better player than, no disrespect, than playing in the Championship for Burnley.
But I remember him at Burnley.
I remember him at
Burnley missing some easy chances, right? I mean, I know we all saw him score that goal at the World Cup. He came on. I was at that game. He made a great impact.
Great game.
But
Robbie, you've hammered this transfer and you put it in good.
I think because it's United, like you said, he'll get service.
He's better than
he could chip in with like a 5-6 goals. So
he's been linked with so many big clubs before he ended up, you know, and that move to Burnley was about circumstance. I think
linked with so many big clubs and none of them took him is always a sign.
He'll get 10 goals for United.
10?
10 goals. In all comps, 10 goals.
Between now and the end of the season?
Yeah,
no chance, man.
I would like to know Robbie's criteria, because if that's what he thinks of a good signing, what's he going to think of a flop?
I know.
No, you know what it is, right? It's like, it's not... It's the system that he's going to go into that will aid him.
OK.
You know? So,
well, I'm hoping the next one might get you out of the good categories. Mudryk to Arsenal. Now, this has progressed over the last 24 hours quite a lot, hasn't it? I think Fabrizio tweeted yesterday that a €70 million fee had been proposed with add-ons of about 25 million euros. So where are we putting Mudryk?
What money in it?
January signing.
this guy's an accountant.
You mentioned the money.
He's going on about money.
90 million euros.
Jeez,
Go on, let's get him out.
Played in the Ukrainian league, yeah? What, for that kind of money, you've got to
contextualise it with the money, yeah?
You've got to contextualise it with the money. And
OK.
Poor. He's a hater, man. A hater. Why is he in poor?
Because Pepe came for a lot of money. A lot of money.
Ooh.
A lot was expected of him. And I'm a Spurs fan. And, you know, you just don't know. It's the Ukrainian league. It's leagues, levels and levels below the Premier League.
Shevchenko came from...
He has been doing it in the Champions League as well, to be fair.
3 and 6 in the Champions League.
He scored against Real Madrid. He had a standing ovation.
Look, I've got. If he wasn't going to Arsenal, I'd put him above poor, but I just can't.
Where does he play, Robbie? Does he start for you, or is he rotational?
I think he's rotational. You know what I mean? I think, you know, but he offers great competition to Martinelli. You know, at the moment, we're having to, like, really flog Martinelli literally every game. And from what I've seen of him, he's dynamic, he's exciting. I mean, I think he's the sort of player that's going to get players off their seat. Listen, yeah, I know what you're saying about Pepe, but what I look at Mudryk and I think he suits, everything I see about him suits down to the ground how we play. So I just think that he will come in, and he's so, I don't know if you've seen, but he's been so desperate to come to Arsenal.
On his Instagram.
Posting on his Instagram every minute and basically come and get me, you know? You don't get that at your club, do you?
Strange.
Nobody ever wants to come. They always want to come to Arsenal and then like Doherty and those guys, and then they end up saying, oh, actually, no, I didn't really want to go to Arsenal. I didn't really support Arsenal.
90 million pound for a backup player. So at some point, the bubble's got to pop at Arsenal. This is an insane amount of money.
Stop worrying about our money, man.
I'm concerned about you and what you're going to do when a bubble pops. That's all.
What bubble pops?
Well, you can't keep spending all this money,
They used
Robbie.
to tease us for not spending. And now we're spending money now.
90 million pounds, 90 million euros for a player who doesn't even start for Arsenal. But I get it. Like,
he'll be brought in as, you know, your job in how our team
quite harsh
works.
on Martinelli, though.
It's not like your team where players just automatically starts.
And to be fair, Richarlison cost 60 and isn't a definite start.
Exactly.
But whoa. Hold on a minute. Didn't cost 60 million. That's mental. No, with add-ons and whatnot. But also, he's been injured. He would be playing.
He is an add-on.
Next up, Guendouzi to Aston Villa. Heavily linked. Marseille activated an option to buy clause in July 2022. He's currently at Marseille. He was in the French squad as well. I'm intrigued to know where Robbie puts this, because obviously he could be linking up with Unai Emery again, and you've seen... OK, both going good.
Yeah,
you've seen a lot of him.
Yeah, so he's a good player. The only thing is just sometimes, you know, we know he's had some little behavioural problems. Even at Marseille, he's had some little issues, you know what I mean? So... But Unai Emery's worked with him before. I think that would be a very good signing for Villa. He's very comfortable on the ball. You know what I mean? He's a very
player technically, isn't he?
Yeah, very good technical player, and also he's a fighter. You know what I mean? He never hides in a game. I do like him.
Yeah,
it just didn't work out for him at Arsenal.
Bad. Obviously, Emery and him have a good relationship. He's gone to Villa, so yeah, I think it'd be good.
A lot of good categories so far.
Yeah. Too many. I might even move it forward. I know we've got loads in there, but I want to jump ahead to Aubameyang. Yeah. Because I think we filled up good enough.
I want to do Trossard, man.
We'll come back to Trossard. We will do Trossard, promise you. But Aubameyang, I know we need somebody down in those bottom categories, and surely we've got a contender here.
Linked to Barcelona as well, worth pointing out. He can only go to Barcelona or stay at Chelsea due to the fact that he's been at both clubs this season.
Yeah,
flop?
Well, it's just, what is this anymore? He's gone to Chelsea and done absolutely, 3 goals?
1 goal and no assists in 9 Premier League appearances for Chelsea. Did have a good goals to game for Barcelona as well.
I'll put him in.
I'm being told you have to put him in a category. You can't do it in...
You want to put him in good?
No, I'm putting him in.
You're putting him in good. I thought you were putting him in good.
Well, he's just consistent.
I'm putting him in. Even though, how do I put him in good?
Okay, sorry. I thought you were putting him in between. Sorry, my fault.
No, the reason why I'm putting him in good is because when he was at Barcelona before, he was doing brilliantly. He was smashing in the goals left, right, and centre. They didn't really want to, let him go. He didn't want to go.
They bought Lewandowski since
but even with Lewandowski was there at the time and he was smashing in the goals.
13 goals,
I just think now, in the Premier League, doesn't suit him no more. And also with Aubameyang, he's a player, he needs service. You've got to provide him with service. That system that there's at Chelsea doesn't suit him. But I think if he went to Barcelona, I think he will score goals because he's done it already.
I think that Lewandowski in front of him causes problems. He won't get enough opportunity. It seems like there's attitude issues. That if things aren't going his way, then he won't go or move heaven and earth to make them right. And just going back to Barcelona, it's just like he's just going backwards. It's almost like we've reached the end of the line with Aubameyang, and it's kind of
But he did do well at Barcelona,
No,
didn't he?
yeah, I'm not saying that. But the minute he goes away, then he just sort of disregards all of the history he has with Arsenal and then joins Chelsea.
No, he's still got his Arsenal tattoo.
We've got to move it on. Next one, Trossard, linked with Spurs. Now, big update for this last night. I don't know if you saw the statement, but Trossard's agent released a statement which includes some strong words on the manager, saying that apparently he's humiliated Leandro in the group, told him to train separately, and indicated that a transfer is the best solution. So those are the words from Trossard's agent about. So we've only heard that side of it, but obviously strong statement indicating that a transfer is likely. Spurs are linked with him, so Flav will come to you.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that as a signing?
I think
and how that would rank for Tottenham?
That's a squad signing. He plays mostly on the left-hand side, or can play through the middle, but on the left. So
get it up then. Where are we going?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've got to put me good.
Oh.
But I think a lot of it's about money. £15 million mooted. It's probably worth double that.
Is that a contract in the summer though?
Yeah, so we're getting essentially a plan. But he's flying this season.
A good return this season, yeah.
Yeah, seven,
most shots on target through balls. Wow.
Yeah, flop out there, mate.
Flop. Is that because it's Tottenham?
Flop, man, flop. Terrible. He's just on about Aubameyang's attitude. Look at this guy's attitude. You know what I mean? His attitude. He didn't turn up. He just walked out of training. Yeah, the manager said
that's
walked out of training, right? And yeah, he was good at the start of the season. But, he's not been good recently. I mean, he's been poor since he's come. He was poor at the World Cup. He's been poor since he's come back. I think,
7 goals, Brighton's top scorer in the Premier League.
Yeah, but he's done earlier. He's one and 3 of those were hat-trick at Liverpool.
Right.
Engineering a move in this way and behaving in this way isn't that's alarming.
Does that worry you? Under Antonio Conte, who is notoriously a stickler for discipline.
Yeah,
it's gone to his head. It looks like it's gone to his head, right? Yeah, I mean, he's been Brighton for a while and he's been okay. And then this season he has been good. But I don't like, I don't like that what the manager was describing. I didn't like that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Okay, yeah, we don't know the full ins and outs from all the parties yet, so it'll be interesting to see how that one unfolds. But that is a confirmation of what Flav and Robbie think of the transfers. Interestingly, no one's got, not one in every category for both. Flav's not got one in elite, Robbie's not got one in poor, but there we go. Let us know what you think of their signings.